Hey there, and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Now, if you or a loved one loves to play sports, then listen up, because although they're a great way to, get good exercise and make friends and of course just have fun, they can also be a little bit dangerous to engage in if the right precautions are not made. So we spoke with an expert to learn more about how we can keep our school children safe particularly.
So what we did is we looked at serious sports-related injuries going all the way back to 2007. And what we found is that sports are overwhelmingly getting safer. Across the board, we found a 10% reduction in the number of serious injuries since 2017. When we look at it, team sports, individual sports, the number of injuries in all of them is going down and going down substantially. Baseball down around 15%, basketball down around 20%, football down around 14%, hockey, lacrosse, rugby, all of those sports are down, and individual sports are down as well. So overall, what we're seeing is that sports are getting safer across the board. I think the big takeaway is that what we're doing is working. It used to be the old mentality, at least when I was playing sports, that rub some dirt in it, get back on the field, you can tough it out. That doesn't fly anymore. And we've really switched more to a mindset of safety first. And that starts with the parents, the coaches, and the athletes. When we look at football, football is still the most dangerous sport for children under the age of 15. It has the highest number of injuries. But the number of children being injured has dropped by over 40,000 every single year. So really, sports are getting safer. The only one that is not, where we saw a big increase, is skateboarding. We saw a 51% increase in the number of serious injuries related to skateboarding. It's tough to pinpoint exactly why that is happening, but anecdotally, I think what's going on is people are risking it for the clicks. And that has to be really stopped in order to bring those injuries back down under control. But overwhelmingly, sports is getting safer. Another thing that I would, remind people of is that if your child is playing sports, if that is for a school, high school, or college, they are most likely going to be covered by the school's insurance policy, but mainly only for catastrophic injuries. So if your child is playing sports, they need to have health insurance. Health insurance can be expensive, but when you're talking about children, it's usually not that much more, because it doesn't usually cost that much more to insure a child. They don't usually have a lot of health complications, so their insurance is going to be lower, but it's important to have health insurance to cover you in case of injuries like sprains, strains, broken bones, and concussions. And we are seeing a reduction in the number of concussions, particularly in football.
Thanks to Nick for helping us keep our students safe, and thanks to you for joining us today here on Valley por Vida. But tune in again next time, because we're going to have even more to talk about. And you can also, in the meantime, follow our team on social media for peeks at what we've got coming up, and it's your chance to communicate with us as well. And as always, you can visit valleycentral.com to rewatch some of today's segments. We've got a lot more to talk about, as always, next time on Valley por Vida. We'll see you then.